Look at this one. Old magnolia crappie, striped nose. Pretty neat. You don't catch many of them. Well, what is going on? And welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna try to catch a few crappie today and show y'all some summertime crappie tricks, tactics, tips, something like that. And maybe catch a few along the way. I'm out here in the swamp. Seeing about getting back up in here and seeing what happens. It's gonna be a hot one again today. I think we have set a record for the most 90+ days heat in a row. I can't remember what it is, but I think I heard them say we broke a record. I want to say we've hit like 30 something days in a row of 90+ degree weather. It's been hot and humid. I mean, it's been like the heat index has been like in the hundreds. It's been hot. It's been crazy. This has turned out to be one of the hottest summers I think I've been through. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get to fishing. All right. Let's get started. So right here where I'm fishing at, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's some current coming through right here. This is the main creek channel coming through the swamp right here. And so I'm casting up into the current, and I'm basically just kind of letting the current do its thing. That current's even pushing me back a little bit. Current is a big thing I look for. It's anytime, but especially in the summertime, because just a little bit of water movement can mean a whole lot. And so I'm just going to cast up into the current and just real slowly retrieve my lure. And like it's gonna be slow, and the bite's gonna be slow, more than likely, especially on a sunny day like today. But I promise you, they're down there. Another thing to think about is shade. Look for your shade, because it's hot, this water's hot, and they're just like us. They ain't wanting to hang out in the sun. Now you've got your obvious shade, like right there, that shadow that tree's casting off into the water, but not so obvious shade is out here outside of the shadow. Now you've got light penetration that only goes so far down in the water, and it depends on water clarity how far the light penetration goes. I've got about a foot right there. Let's see. That's pretty close to a foot. 10 inches to a foot. I can still see my lure pretty well. So I was going to say I've got about a foot of visibility right here. And I know this water looks a lot muddier and murkier on this video than it does me looking at it out here. But those fish will position themselves out here in the open at a depth to where that light's not penetrating anymore, and they're essentially sitting in the shade, and they can just hang out at that depth and just watch everything around them. And so don't just focus on obvious shade. Fish out in the middle too. And so I've got about a foot of visibility, so I'm just gonna guess that, you know, if you dove down there, you could probably get about probably 6 foot or so, and you probably wouldn't really be getting into any light no more. So I would guess probably somewhere around 6 to 7 foot, 5, 6, 7 foot, somewhere along in there is probably where they would be staging at to get out of the sunlight. And anything, you know, they could get up in or around that could cause some shade, you know, a lay down or a treetop or something they could get up in and have some shade up in it and some protection. Those are all things to look for. So this, I'm fishing a 1/32 ounce jig head, and a 1/32 jig head will fall roughly about a foot a second. So you can judge how deep you are by counting it down, how many seconds you let it fall. And so I do that and kind of figure on where I'm getting my bites at and fish that depth, you know. So if I'm counting down 4 seconds, you know, and I'm getting my bites, I know the fish are probably hanging down 5 to 6 foot or deeper, and so I'm able to stay above the fish, but at a depth where they can see it too. And the crappie, if you watch my last video, they feed up. Their eyes are looking up all the time. They feed up. So you want to either be eye level with them or above them, preferably above them. That's a white crappie. Oh, come here. It's a little bit better one. Go on and get a little bigger. So we got some current coming through right here. And I was just kind of running it right through here. That's where he picked it up at. Oh, dang. There's something. They're down there. They're down there. They're definitely down there. Kind of right in there. That's why I was missing them. Probably even little ones. Probably a bunch of little ones down there. But I'm catching fish. That's all that freaking matters, right? You see, I'm not really doing any. I'm just kind of letting it fall. I'm just kind of slowly reeling it in. Just throw it out there, let it fall. Keep my rod tip up to kind of keep it at a, he pulled my pants down on that one. Hold my rod tip up to kind of keep it at at the level I want it at in the water. And I'm not really working it that much. I'm just kind of letting it do its own thing. And it's just kind of falling back toward the boat and kind of flowing with the current. Where's all the big ones at? There we go. We got a pile of last year's hatchlings hanging around. Yeah. Ooh, little baby ones. That was probably like a 3-pounder. Just bit the tail. Coming off that lay down right there, and they're kind of hanging out right off the lay down. Yeah, right there, about the same spot every time. I decided to go with something with a little less action to it. And this is a custom jig that my buddy Ryan Gunn makes for me. And you see that tail has just a little bit of action to it, but it's not like that paddle tail. This is the old tiger tail, is what I call it. Chartreuse and orange tiger tail. Still a 1/32 ounce. But yeah, my buddy Ryan, he makes these for me. He's got Team Fishmaster custom jigs. He makes jigs at his house. And he's on Facebook, so you can look up Team Fishmaster on Facebook and get in touch with him, and he'll make you some jigs up if you want them. And he's got all kind of stuff. If you want to, whatever you want, he can probably do it for you. So right now I'm kind of moving through here and just kind of casting around. And if I get a bite, I'll slow down and fish the area out. I'm just kind of searching right now. Another thing is know your water. You know the water that you're fishing in. And that comes with just being out on the water. But you can also study where you're going to be fishing at, at your house too. Topo maps, Google Earth. You can look at, if you're going to be fishing somewhere you had never fished before, or you haven't fished very much and you don't really know much about it, you can get on your phone or your computer and look at some maps and kind of look at areas that you think might be worth hitting and check them out, and kind of get a head start on the game before you get out there. Or you could look at forums and see what people are saying about the area, fishing forecasts, local fishing forecasts, But a big thing is just knowing the water that you're fishing in. Like right here, I know right here there's some current coming through, and that out there in the middle is a little bit deeper than everything else around here. And so them crappie, might be hanging out kind of in that current off in that deeper water. And I also know that sometimes they hang out there because I've fished this before. I know the water, and so I know places to go to where they could be at. And so I can kind of bypass a lot of places, you know, that I've fished before and never really had any luck at. But, you know, if I've never fished out here before, casting around until I get a bite and then fishing that area out slowly and studying the area before I get out here will really help you out a lot. So I'm gonna get off the main channel right here and I'm gonna ease up into here, this little opening right here. The wind is actually causing some current to blow back that way. You can see the leaves are kind of going in this direction. You got a little bit of current caused by the wind blowing back this way. And so I'm gonna get back up in here and just cast around, see if I can find something. And like, if you look past this opening back in there, that water's kind of dead in there. It's not really any movement, but there is some movement right in here. So that's kind of things to look for, movement in the water. Oh, I got a bite right there. That's a decent one right there. Ow! Stop it! It's all right. It's good enough to eat. So he was hanging right there. That water kind of moving through there, and he was right in that shade right there. So I'm about to put him in the box, or her, which one? I don't know your pronouns, but I'm gonna try that spot again. Oh, come here. They're in there. They're just biting slow as molasses. It got right in your nose, didn't it? I'm just gonna kind of sit right here. Just drop it down. And just kind of fish it slow. And that's another thing with summertime. I mean, sometimes you might catch one or two in a spot and you just got to move on. Watch your line, because sometimes you won't feel a thump, you won't feel that bite. Your line will just go slack, or you see it start moving off, or you know, you may pick it up and you may kind of feel a mush at the end where he's just come up and grabbed it and just kind of sit there with it. All right, so I'm back on the main channel. I wasn't really getting any more bites back in there, so I'm just out here fishing around until I get a bite. Just searching right now. Come on, fish. Come on, bite. Come on. It's like 10:35. Y'all should at least be wanting a snack or something by now. Yeah. Caught myself. Oh, I caught myself. Whoa! I caught it though. You gotta be kidding me. Come on now. Hey, what you doing? I'll let you go back. It's your lucky day. Come on now. Go tell your mama and your grandmama and your grandpa. Tell them, dinner time. Come on, eat. Y'all little guys. There's gotta be a bigger one down there somewhere. All right now. I ain't playing with y'all no more. Told you I wasn't playing with you. I told you. Well, I don't care if y'all little or not. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna catch y'all until y'all quit biting. That's what I'm gonna do. Told y'all. I'm just gonna sit here and catch y'all until you quit biting. Cause this is the most I've caught all morning. Just little ones. Just little ones. Well, I think I am about to call it a day. I'm hot. The fish quit biting. They wasn't biting real good to begin with, but they really biting bad now. They done stopped. And it looks like it might be some rain coming. I heard some thunder in the distance a while ago. But didn't get skunked. So that's, can't complain with that. Wish I would have caught a few more bigger fish, but nah, that's why it's called fishing. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all enjoying the channel and enjoying the videos. I'm doing my best. but if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and for those of y'all that are subscribed, I sure appreciate it. You know, like the videos, comment on them. It ain't got to be much, you know, just, you know, something to help my algorithm out, and share my channel, share my videos, try to help me get my name out there, and trying to just get this channel growing and all y'all that are doing that and helping me out, I sure do appreciate it. And get around this bend right here. But yeah, like I said, I sure appreciate all y'all. But before I get on out of here, just remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I. And get into the Word, read the scriptures, seek God, and man, I tell you, see what He can do to change your life. But with that being said, I will catch y'all on the next Florida Outdoor Sportsman Adventure.